Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
And that breaking news comes from Governor Whitmer this afternoon. The state's mask requirement for fully vaccinated people is officially lifted. Thank you for joining us for Local 4 News at noon. I'm Evrod Kasumi. That new order goes into effect tomorrow at 9 a.m. And it comes after the CDC issued new mask guidance for fully vaccinated people. Local 4's Rod Maloney joins us now live. Rod, what can you tell us, and what does this mean for Governor Whitmer's Back to Normal plan?
Well, as it stands right now, Evrod, as you said, it starts at 9 tomorrow morning. So we're still going to be wearing masks today, but let's go right to the governor's statement. This is the most salient point. It says, under the updated MDHHS gatherings and mask order, Michiganders who are outdoors will no longer need to wear a mask regardless of vaccination status. That's important. Let's go back over that. Michiganders who are outdoors will no longer need to wear a mask regardless of vaccination status. While indoors, fully vaccinated Michiganders will no longer need to wear a mask, but residents who are not vaccinated or have not completed their vaccinations must continue to wear a mask or face covering to protect themselves and others. After July 1, the broad indoor mask mandate will expire. So that's probably worth repeating as well. So again, outside, Michiganders no longer need to wear a mask regardless of vaccination status. But indoors, fully vaccinated Michiganders will no longer need to wear a mask, but residents who are not vaccinated or have not completed their vaccinations must continue to wear a mask or face covering to protect themselves and others. And then she goes on to say, after July 1st, the broad indoor mask mandate will expire. So as best we can tell, based on this press release that was released at about 12:45, is that the other standards that the governor was looking at in terms of masks no longer exist. But we still need clarity. We need still clarification from this, and we're going to be looking to speak to the MDHHS director this afternoon. We're told we're going to have that opportunity. One of the things that she did say in the press release was that she wanted to see Michiganders be patient with each other. She said, I urge residents to continue to be respectful of each other. And so there are lots of questions surrounding all of this, like, okay, they put the signs up saying, don't wear a mask in, say, a business. Chances are you're probably going to want to have that mask on, and the governor and the MDHHS director are asking people not to be upset with other people or getting into that notion where you're watching other people to see if they are wearing a mask. They are also saying, and in fact, the governor, Dr. Janae Calhoun, and also the MDHHS director were very clear in this release that was put out at 12:45 time that they think that everybody needs to get out and get a vaccination right now. If you haven't gotten one, they say it's vitally important that everybody do that. So as things stand right now, Evrod, we've got changes in the mask mandate. We've been over it a couple of times, but maybe it's worth repeating just one more time.
Okay.
If you are outdoors, you no longer need to wear a mask regardless of your vaccination status. No more masks outdoors, but indoors, fully vaccinated Michiganders will no longer need to wear a mask, but residents who are not vaccinated or if you haven't completed your vaccination cycle, you need a second shot, you must continue to wear a mask or face covering to protect themselves and others indoors. Now, after July 1, the broad mask order expires. So, Evrod, that's what we know right now. Certainly looking for clarity. We'll have more coming up on Local 4 News at 5 and 6. Back to you.
All right, Rod Maloney reporting live for us this afternoon. Of course, they also mentioned to be kind to one another and be very respectful of each other when it comes to vaccination status.